This is my first game in Seed 4. Are you excited? Are you hype? I got a lot of new players to try out. Let's take a quick look at both teams, see who I'm going up against. I told you in my last video that Nick Anderson was going to get the start at shooting guard. I'm going to try him out. But I didn't tell you that in this game I have Shaquille O'Neal coming off the bench. I give him a try, and Bill Laimbeer as well. So first, let me talk about the comment section in the last video. A lot of people are criticizing my decision making, and look at the block by Hakeem. He tried to run in there with Curry doing the spin layup cheese, and it gets blocked, and look at that turnover right there. Are you serious? So let me get into the criticism now. A lot of people can't understand why I would leave somebody like Shawn Kemp off of my current team. And I guess it's because people just don't understand my wisdom in NBA 2K13. They just don't understand my game plan. I guess you don't understand how I've been able to go through these seeds so nicely, like without trouble. So far, I've only hit just a few little bumps in the road. And to be honest, and that was a nice pass. Look at Hakeem hitting the mid-range. And to be honest, there's only a few more little bumps in the road that I hit for the remainder of the series. And that's not by coincidence. That's not by mistake. That's on purpose. That's because my strategy is legit. My play style works. So when I said that Jay Smooth is better than Shawn Kemp, and this is the part that a lot of people didn't remember. Maybe they weren't listening. I said, for my team, I said Jay Smooth is better than Shawn Kemp, at least for my team. And he is, without a doubt, because he brings more to the table than Shawn Kemp does. All Shawn Kemp can do is get it done in the paint offensively. That's it. He can dunk. He can post up a little bit. That's it. On defense, he can block a shot. He can rebound. But Jay Smooth can do that too. Jay Smooth can block a shot. He can rebound. He can dunk in the paint. He can post up. But what Jay Smooth can do that Shawn Kemp can't do is hit that mid-range jumper. And this is crucial. Jay Smooth's mid-range jumper is going to be so deadly in future videos. You're going to see, because remember, this is my team mode. Almost everybody you play is going to be running a zone. So if you have a whole bunch of players that can only get it done in the paint, you're going to be so easy to defend. Here's Shaquille O'Neal's first shot attempt. Yeah, Shawn Kemp, he's good, but I don't need a Shawn Kemp when I have Hakeem the Dream. I don't need another player like Hakeem when I already have Hakeem. I need diversity. I need somebody that can hit a shot and that can still rebound and block a shot, and there is no better player than Jay Smooth at that power forward position that can do that. Unless, of course, you want to run somebody out of position like LeBron at power forward. Look at Shaquille O'Neal with the poster. And this right here is the reason why Shaquille O'Neal does not get to stay on my team. It's the free throws. He's not going to be able to make free throws, especially at the end of games. So why have him there? Why not just use Hakeem the Dream and David Robinson? Nice block by Hakeem the Dream on Dwight Howard. So all of the guys that I'm not using, even somebody like Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, Shaq is good, but Hakeem and David Robinson are better. So there's no reason to use Shaquille O'Neal other than if you just want to, for preference. Maybe you really love Shaquille O'Neal, so you're going to use him. But in my case, I don't really care. I'm going for whoever's going to be the best fit for this team, because we're trying to get to seed 1. Once I get to seed 1 and I'm done, I get MJ, then I'll start using people just for preference. But right now, as I'm making that journey, I'm just putting in the pieces that are going to get it done. Another player that people were criticizing me for not using is Clyde Drexler. Clyde is another guy that has no place on this current team that I have. He doesn't fit in. If I put Clyde at shooting guard, now all of a sudden I have a spacing problem. My starting lineup, you know I like to run Magic Johnson at point guard. So if I put in Clyde Drexler at shooting guard, now my backcourt is not very good at shooting threes. So when I run into a zone defense, this is going to mess up the flow. I'm just going to have to sub these guys out and run with a different lineup. But if I stick in a pure shooter at shooting guard, then I can still run Magic Johnson in the backcourt. So that's why guys like Clyde, Dominique Wilkins, they don't fit in because I don't need them. At small forward, I have LeBron James. I don't need Dominique. LeBron has better range than Dominique, and he can do everything that Dominique can do. He can dunk the ball. He can play defense. He rebounds. There's no reason to have Dominique Wilkins when I have LeBron James. And LeBron can slash just like Clyde, so I don't need Clyde at shooting guard. Why not have a shooting guard that can shoot really good? I mean, that's why I have Nick Anderson. I'm trying him out because his defense is good. It's not spectacular or anything like that, but it's good enough to where he's not going to get abused defensively, but then offensively, he can still hit the three, which I'm going to need because I need those guys. I need those three-point shooters so that Hakeem and LeBron can get into the paint, and even Magic Johnson. Another player that people were complaining about, and look at that block by LeBron James. People were complaining that I'm not using Joe Dumars. They're saying, how can you pick Nick Anderson over Joe Dumars? And this is another very easy question to answer. I don't need Joe Dumars either. I already have Jerry West, which is a better version of Joe Dumars. Jerry West can do everything that Joe Dumars can do better. He has better shooting. He's a faster player. So if I want to go that route where I want my shooting guard to be a short guy, then I'll just put Jerry West at shooting guard. Why have somebody like Joe Dumars when Jerry West is faster, his three-point is better, his mid-range is better, his defense is just the same? There's no reason to have Joe Dumars in there. And I'm not going to run Joe Dumars at point guard because I can run Jerry West at point guard. Why have Joe Dumars when Jerry West is better than Joe Dumars? That's why I have Nick Anderson. He's 6'6", which means that when I play against teams that are tall, because that's going to start happening. Right now, you don't really see it happening, but there's going to be crazy lineups where people are running Carmelo Anthony or Kevin Durant as shooting guard. So when that happens, I want to be able to bring in somebody tall and defensive like Nick Anderson, but that can still hit the three for me on offense when they're running their 1-3-1 zone. You see, I'm thinking ahead. All the moves I'm making to my team, I'm not thinking about right now. I'm thinking about when I'm in the 3rd seed, when I'm in the 2nd seed, the 1st seed. I'm thinking about all the cheese. So that's why Nick Anderson, 6'6", I can add him to the team. I can put Penny Hardaway at point guard. LeBron James, small forward. See, now I can defend all those crazy lineups, and my offense does not take a hit. It doesn't take a back seat by doing that. And then I don't have to do the same thing. I don't have to cheese and go and get Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony and run LeBron at point and Melo at shooting guard, or maybe Kevin Durant. You know, I don't have to do that. My team is so well put together. It's so situational. Like right now, look at the lineup I have on the court right now. This isn't the lineup I started the game with. I started the game with the lineup that gets it done in the paint, but now that he's running a zone, I can sub in players that can shoot to break the zone. So when I make a substitution, my team changes completely, and that's why I have all these diverse players. That's why I have Bill Laimbeer and Nick Anderson, John Starks. That's why I have these guys. So when the game changes, like how it's changing now, you see they're running a zone. Look at what I'm doing. I'm making it splash. I'm moving the ball around. My team is completely different. That's why I have players like Jay Smooth in situations like this. It's all situational, depending on whatever my opponent wants to bring to the table. Whatever strategy he shows me, I have a counter. I have guys that can come in off the bench and get it done. I get the steal, turning on the chest with LeBron James. If I had Dominique Wilkins or Clyde Drexler right now in the game, they wouldn't do anything for me. With this zone, they would do absolutely nothing. I wouldn't be able to go on a run to try to come back in this game. It wouldn't happen. You can't have too many of the same players on your team and expect to go far in my team, especially with the way that people are playing zones. Like, we're in the 4th seed. I'm actually lucky that this guy was playing man-to-man at the start of the game in the first half, in the 3rd quarter, because don't get used to this. You're going to see zone from here on out almost. I remember in the 3rd seed, for instance, I think every team that I played ran a zone. Seriously, look at that zone breaker. Oh, Nick Anderson misses that shot. I can't believe it. Here's Jerry West. Splash. This is such an entertaining game. This is only the 1st game in Seed 4, And you already know it's going down to the wire. That's why in that pack opening, I said that this seed is even better than the last. It's even better than the 5th, and it only gets better from here. The competition is going to be intense. Games like this, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so fun to watch. Sit back, relax, splash. Oh, come on, cuz. Oh, I save it to him. That was such an unlucky possession. And then look, he comes back with the double clutch alley-oop. I'm down by 6 points with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Would Clyde Drexler help me? Is that Clyde? No, that's Nick Anderson. That's why Clyde is not on my team. Clyde couldn't do that right there. I couldn't trust Clyde to do that. Jerry West, splash. This is a game right here. This is a game. It's only going to get better. Nick Anderson misses the mid. I'm going to pop one more. He left me open. Why not? I'm still floating around. It's only a 3-point game. And I know he wants to pop that quick 3. He's been doing it all game. He gets blocked by Jerry West. The momentum is shifting. Bounce pass to Akeem. I'm only down by 1 point now. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to switch up the lineup, go with something totally different. I have LeBron James playing power forward in this situation. And this was just great defense to steal by Hakeem. My team mode is very entertaining. It's very intense, especially in these higher seeds. I can take the lead with this shot. If I score, I take the lead. Nice ball movement. I tried to pass it inside to Jerry West and went to the wrong guy. Over to LeBron. He's open. He got it. I come all the way back to take the lead. You already know that he just wants to pop a 3 really quickly with Curry. I'm right there, manual defense. I'm trying to do it. Look, I get run into the screen. I hate it when that happens. I guess I could have jumped out there with Hakeem, but I thought he'd pass it in for the dunk, so I went back with Hakeem. But that's a mistake. He's running his own, so I try to move him away from the 3-point line. You see, I'm thinking, who do I pass it to? I'm looking, maybe Jerry West. I don't know. They're double teaming. I see my boy Nick Anderson wide open. And Nick Anderson misses the 3. Wow. So I don't really know his release quite yet. This is only his first game. He misses a big shot there. But with the manual defense, I get the steal with LeBron. You got to call timeout right here. And you already know what time it is. You hear that bell ringing. It's clutch time. He makes his first mistake reaching. I gotta be teaching. John Starks left open. Splash! That was a new move. He left me wide open for a splash. Could Clyde have done that? At shooting guard, could Clyde Drexler hit that shot? I don't know. It's their last possession. I gotta manually defend it. No CPU defense. I'm going out like a G for 3. He misses it. And that's it. I'm gonna win the game. Clyde Drexler wouldn't have been able to help me win this game. Sean Kemp, he wouldn't have even played in this game. I don't need those guys. And this is only the first game in seed number 4. This is gonna be the best seed that I posted so far. I can't wait to post the game against Michael Jordan for the first time. That's gonna be another good one.